Yep. So this is the end of season 5, episode 15 and 16. Episode of Futurama, of course. Episode 15 is titled. God, what is episode 15 titled? I'll get back to it. Episode 16 is titled, which is the one after that, of course. It's titled "The Devil's Hands Are Idle Playthings." Oh, and episode 15 is titled "Bender Should Not Be Allowed on Television." Now, I just get right into the first one. This is my least favorite episode, period. I don't exactly know what was going on at the time of the release of this episode, but I'm assuming there was some backlash from parents concerning the behavior of the character Bender. They've outlined that pretty well and spoke about it all through this episode. The reason I don't like this episode is because I feel it's unnecessary. I feel like it's unnecessary for a series to address the behavior or the thoughts of some people who don't have control of their own ship. To put it in a certain way, you know. But with that being said, I agree with the show writer's opinion on this issue. Like, it's not their problem. Well, I should say, it's not their fault that a fictional character is behaving in such a manner. It's funny, especially to people like me. I think Bender's character is funny. He's the funniest character in the main group. In the main group of characters that you see, he's the funniest one to me. The second, well, they have a lot of funny reoccurring guest appearances. It's not guest appearances. They have a lot of funny reoccurring guest characters, but Bender is probably the funniest main character in my opinion. Like I said, I don't know what was going on when this episode came out. There may have been some backlash towards the character, and they're addressing it in a whole episode. I just feel like it was a waste of the animator's time and a waste of the writer's time. You shouldn't even devoted any energy to it. Maybe it was bigger than I know. I don't know. I didn't do no research on it. I just saw the episode and said, "Oh, okay, this is one of those." Like, and to go back to what I was saying earlier, like, the fault shouldn't be placed on the show for the actions of children. Now, will children see something on TV and try and copy it? Yes, but not everyone. And like the statement or the fact that they try to bring up an episode was, it's not on us, it's on you as a parent. You have to teach your child how to distinguish between what's reality and what's not, what's okay and what's not okay, good versus bad. That has to be taught by the parent, not the school, not out in society, the parent. If you fail at that, the kid's gonna go off anything. Now, you should, I don't know, I'm not a parent, so I'm not even gonna speak on it anymore. I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm gonna try and talk about the episode. Didn't like it, because I feel like it was a waste of time. Was there funny moments inside this episode? No. Because I even think it was overdone. Even the gestures that Bender was doing inside the episode were overdone. So basically, Bender gets a chance to play on his favorite, everybody's favorite sitcom, All My Circuits, all robots. One of the characters, it was overly outrageous. I think that was done on purpose too. So one of the characters on the show winds up having a malfunction because he's a robot. But it's a child robot. Bender somehow decides that he wants to play that role of a child robot, but he's not a child robot. So he goes on audition, somehow he gets it, and he just starts acting crazy as he possibly can. And then the professor's clone and Hermes' kid, which they're both around the same age, they start emulating Bender to a T, and then they wind up robbing Bender of all his personal possessions and becoming cool or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know where it's a message in there, but I was just like, once I realized, oh, okay, I see what this is, I was like, nah, I'm not into this episode at all. I apologize for the bad, giving it such a, putting it in a bad light, but I just don't like this episode. Now, the next episode, which is the season finale of season 5, I think was a step in the right direction. Now, this one is this one continues the story between the two characters, Leela and Fry. Now, Fry has been trying to show his love to Leela for pretty much all 5 seasons up until now, and there were some episodes further back that now at least me as a viewer was like, she might give him a chance, but then it's like, nah, it's not gonna happen. But now I think he's got his foot in the door. So the whole deal was, and I think this is it's part of old folk stories as well. I feel like Fry wants to learn how to play an instrument. Now he can't play it, so he sells his soul to the devil. But he doesn't really sell his soul. He makes a trade for his hands for some better robot hands. But the devil winds up being the robot devil's hands that he gets because the robot devil winds up putting his name on the roulette wheel in order to. He winds up putting his name on a roulette wheel, and he winds up being a robot. So he has to switch his hands with Fry. And, of course, a whole bunch of funny stuff follows after that. He starts chasing out... Well, not chasing. He starts falling around like, I need my hands back. Of course, Fry's not giving them back. And then Fry finds all his success being a famous musician. And enter one of my favorite recurring characters, Hedonism Bot. I had to look the word up because he's always coming in with this crazy laugh, and he's kind of set up like a Roman emperor or something like that. He's made out of solid gold, and he's sitting on all it is it's like a lounge chair, and then it's a big engorged stomach, and it's a bald head. It's like a reef. And his arms are flailing around, and his feet are the feet of the chair, basically. And he's walking around with this really, 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 really notable laugh, which I can't duplicate. But I just feel he's so funny because he's always making the best of situations, or making it like sexual, trying to trying to make the most out of. I feel like he's trying to make the most out of each situation, but I think he's overdoing it a little bit. I think that's part of it, but I thought that was a funny part of the episode. Let me see what else happened in the episode. Oh yeah, so the devil winds up, robot devil, of course. He decides he comes up with this plan. He gives Bender an air horn. Bender then uses his air horn to try and annoy Leela, but in the process makes her deaf. But Fry has gotten a chance to make an opera about Leela, and now she's deaf, she can't hear it. So Leela decides to make a deal with the devil in order to get her hearing back for her hand. But the fine print is, it's not like chop her hand off, it's her hand in marriage. So in order for Fry to still be with her, he has to give up the devil's hands, which he's gotten a deal, so the devil won't marry Leela. I know I kind of rambled on a little bit there, but at one moment they switch from the opera to actual life, but for some reason everybody's still singing, which is actually done pretty well. I like this episode. As usual, I think I'm ready to speed up on watching these episodes. I might not. I don't know. I gotta make my mind up though.